We're live. You guys are just sitting there. Oh, that's weird, Eloise, because like the live chat thing covers up your face. Oh, there we go. There we go. All right. Welcome everybody. As you guys are coming in, I'd like to first of all, I will introduce my girls here. For those of you who might be new to my channel or maybe just don't know me very well yet, I actually am 45 years old and I am the mother of 9 children. Sometimes I think that was a big mistake, and other days I'm chill with it. But yes, I do have 9 children. These are 2 of my favorite children. I'm only saying that because they're sitting right here. But this is Virginia. She is 11 years old, and this is Eloise. She is 9 years old. I got this idea for this video actually from Lisa Sums, who is one of our longtime supporters here on Keto Chaos, but also on Hide and Seek, which is our family channel. These girls begged me for a YouTube channel, and I finally gave in after Keto Chaos did so well. We decided we would go ahead and have our own channel. So they have their own channel. If you haven't checked us out, it's Hide and Seek, spelled Hyde. You should definitely go and subscribe if you haven't already. You get to see what my real life is really like. I put it all out there, like big time. Even my yelling and screaming sometimes. All right, so so as you guys are coming all in here, I am going to have these girls talk about their favorite holiday memory, Christmas memory, or whatever, and then we will go into our real subject, which is when they tell all about what it's like to have a mom who loses a large amount of weight. So let's start with Virginia. She can tell us her favorite holiday memory, and make sure you speak up so they can hear you really nicely.
On Christmas, when Sullivan was opening his stocking, he got an ornament, and it was like a lip ornament, and that when you touched it, it would kiss.
So that's your favorite memory, is when Sullivan last year got his first kiss, and his ornament in his stocking was a kissing sound ornament. Yeah. All right. I love it. Okay, what about you?
I don't know.
You don't know? You don't have any favorite Christmas memories? No?
Nope, I don't think so.
Well, maybe 9 is too young to have a good memory. Maybe you have no good memories of Christmas ever.
Well,
okay, we're gonna come back to you. Okay.
Last year.
Squeeze in. Okay, last year,
like Virginia, Sully, and me, we all got each other, and so
as in the name drawing.
Yes, and so Sully gave me a big bear. No.
A big puppy dog?
And then...
It was a puppy dog. You don't remember what it was?
No, I don't.
It's on my bed. Dog.
It's on my bed, though.
Anyway, okay, your brother gave you a puppy dog.
And then...
A not real one.
I don't know what I got Virginia.
Oh, so you liked name drawing your siblings?
Yeah, that's like that's like my favorite part of Christmas.
All right. So we just did that on Thanksgiving. We all drew names again. So they to keep things not less crazy for us, we do that because we have 9 kids. They all draw each other in a name draw, and I hope that in the future they'll keep doing that. Like, that'd be fun, right? Like when they're married and stuff, maybe they'll still do it. I don't know.
Like Sully,
that's up to them.
when he gets married.
Yeah, I think Sully will still do it. He's getting married in June. Right. Okay, so whoever is here, please will you say hello, and we will shout you out, and then we're going to get into the nitty-gritty of what it's like to have a parent who has a dramatic life change, like a huge, extreme weight loss. And that's what we are going to talk about today. Oh, only 2 of you said hello. Come on, guys. Where is everybody today? Did everybody forget about me? Angela's here, ADH Snuggles, she's our awesome longtime supporter, and also Keto Grace, whose name is Debbie, is also here, and she lives not too far from us. We keep talking about maybe getting together. Oh, Epiphany London Sue is here, Tina Blair is here, Stephanie is here, welcome. I don't see any of my moderators, so hopefully we're not going to have too inappropriate comments that my kids will see.
Oh, look. There's more people.
Oh, Cheryl Horan, welcome. Amy Kling. Awesome. Welcome, you guys. That's great. Okay. So, the first thing that we're going to do is I'm going to ask them.
I'm scared.
I'm going to ask her first because you need to think about it. You can't have a lot of dead air. People will leave. They'll be bored. So, I'm going to first ask you, what do you remember about when Mom was extremely obese? What do you remember? What was life like? Were there things that bothered you, or did you not think about it too much? Just like, what was life like when Mom was almost 400 pounds? We'll start with Virginia, and you gotta speak up.
Well, when every morning when I would come into her room, she would ask me to make her a bowl of cereal.
Interesting. So I didn't want to get out of bed,
Yeah.
and I was asking you to make me carbs for breakfast.
Yep.
You can think of anything else?
I have one.
Okay, what do you have?
I remember every night you would ask Dad to go get you donuts and chocolate and whatever else, and you would just snack on those all night.
Yeah, that wasn't a very
No.
healthy habit, was it? Why do you think I did that?
Because
You're stress eating.
Stress eating? Okay.
anxiety.
Anxiety? Maybe. Depression? Probably. Did my eating like that help any of those things?
No.
Nope.
No, it made it
just
worse,
made
didn't
you
it?
fatter
Yeah.
and fatter and fatter.
So where did you always find me when I was so big? Where was I always?
Right here.
For how many years did I sit in my bed?
And eat chocolate.
Do you ever remember me getting out of bed?
Well,
Sometimes.
sometimes when you come down and yell.
So I wasn't very happy.
No.
So I'd come out of my room and yell. Okay. Anything else? You can be honest. Anything you can think of.
I can't remember anything else.
Have you blocked it from your memory?
I don't know.
So the two youngest kids really don't remember.
No.
The two youngest. I have a 6-year-old and a almost 4-year-old. He'll be 4 in 2 days. I don't think he remembers having a fat mommy. Ruby might remember it pretty vaguely. I had lost a lot of weight right before I got pregnant with Ruby. So do you guys remember that? How I lost weight?
Not really.
So maybe you don't remember, like, yeah, I actually had lost 110 pounds before I got pregnant with Ruby.
I don't remember that.
Yeah. That's when I got the bike.
Oh, yeah.
I have a bike, and that's when I got the bike, is when we lived with Grammy, and before I got pregnant with Ruby, and I was into exercising, and I went walking at least an hour every day. You remember that?
I do that now.
We were like on a diet with those shakes.
Yeah, I used shakes. I did. I used shakes, and Dad was doing it with me. And then I got pregnant with Ruby, and I gained up some of the weight during her pregnancy. So it was right when we moved here.
Yeah.
I was pregnant with Ruby. I started gaining some of the weight in my pregnancy. After I had her, I lost some of it with using a different shake, and then I just got, I don't know, depressed. It didn't work, and I just kept gaining the weight.
I remember with the shakes. I remember you every day you'd come
Oh yeah,
downstairs
you
and
would
start
sing a
making
shaking
them.
song.
I sang a shaking song?
Yeah.
Do you remember what it was?
No, but I just remember you singing it.
I don't remember.
Like when I was shaking the shake, I
Maybe it was
sang?
like shake, shake, shake. No.
Shake, 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 senora.
Yeah.
Shake it all the time.
I think that's what it was.
That wouldn't surprise me.
I don't remember.
That is one funny thing about me, is that I will always make up songs, and I don't always remember them, but each of the kids had their own song, and I wish I would have recorded them all, because I had a little song that I sang to every single one. Like Jasper was Jasper the Friendly Ghost, and I sang it to him forever. And
Ruby was.
I can't remember.
Oh, it was like Ruby Dooby Dooby.
Oh, Ruby Dooby Dooby, because it was like the Nintendo.
Yeah.
Ruby Dooby Dooby, Ruby Doop 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 Doop. So yeah, it doesn't surprise me I came up with a shake song. So yeah, I kept trying to lose weight and I couldn't, and I got really depressed, and so I just started eating myself into oblivion. I probably got to do this with Xander, my 20 almost 24-year-old. I don't know if he'd be honest. He's too nice, but he's the one who was impacted the most, I think, when I was going through a rough time when I was pregnant with her. I think that was probably the most challenging time I've ever had. It was extreme depression. It was horrible. And he might have a lot more to say bad about what it's like. But did we ever play much when I was almost 400 pounds? So this was what, 3 years ago only? You were what? Can you do the math? How old were you? 8, right? 8. And you were 6. So yeah, it's hard to remember. Even that long ago, probably it's hard for you guys to remember.
I don't think
you probably didn't pay that much attention to me. I would guess, right?
Yeah.
You guys hung out with each other a lot.
Yeah.
But do you remember me like coming out and like going outside with you guys or doing anything, playing games?
Only going to dance.
Yeah.
I did always take you to dance. I always went and sat and chatted with the moms, but I never was in dance.
No, until like
You did
this
it one
past
time.
year.
Oh, clogging, huh?
Yeah.
Oh yeah, that 1 year.
That's right. After I had Ruby, when I was still trying to lose the weight from gaining, I gained like 60 pounds when I got pregnant with her. I was trying to lose the weight, and I did do clogging that year.
Yeah, but then like you took a couple of years off, and then when you started again, you like got back in.
Oh yeah, with Jasper.
Yeah.
Yeah, so I just got fatter over that summer. So I danced. I was about 240 pounds when I danced that year, and then over the summer I gained a lot of weight. Like I just fell off the dieting wagon and I just started eating everything in sight. By the time I got pregnant with Jasper, I was over 300 pounds again. And maybe you guys don't really remember that happening because, I mean, kids don't really pay super close attention to their moms. You know, like, I mean, they do because they listen to them and stuff. But, like, you guys are just thinking about playing with each other and playing Barbies and whatever you guys were doing, right?
Yeah, probably.
Yeah. So, I don't know. I was hoping you'd have some more, like, juicy stuff. The cereal one was interesting. Do you have any more things like that you can think of? No?
Okay. I don't know.
Just that I was mean, and you remember I didn't want to get out of bed in the morning, so I always made you serve me breakfast.
Yeah.
Thank you for doing that. I appreciate it.
We could still serve you breakfast though.
Nah, I don't even eat breakfast till like
you
2
did,
o'clock
like-
in the afternoon now.
I think you did 3 times. Ate
3 bowls? Like you went back for 3 bowls of cereal for me?
3 sometimes.
I don't even remember that. Isn't it funny how kids remember things that you don't remember and you remember
Well,
things
it was
they
a
don't?
long time ago, and so
It was a long time ago. It really was. I mean, in kids' years, right? In kids' years, 3 years is like huge. I mean, great things have happened in their lives. She's become a preteen and she's grown up a lot. You can see she chooses to wear makeup, even though I tell her not to, but she always does. That's just what she likes, and I don't stop her. But okay, so what is life like now? So now after having a mom that's lost all of the weight, let's talk about some of the good things that happens because of that, and let's talk about some of the bad things, because I'm sure there's probably some bad things. So
probably.
who has a good thing they want to share about mom losing weight?
That you're a lot, you don't yell that much anymore.
I don't yell as much as I did when I was fat.
Yeah.
I wonder why that is. What do you think? Why do you
Um,
think that might be?
Keto fix your depression, some of it.
Keto fixed my depression, some of it, so I'm not as cranky and I can handle things better. I don't know why keto fixes depression in some people. I think it might be related to me having food allergies I didn't know about, because all of my kids have food allergies.
I don't.
Well, you never know. because she didn't think she did either, and she has multiple. And as the years go by, it seems to get worse and worse, right? Virginia has the hardest time with allergies out of everyone.
She's like 2.
So what's your what's your diet like? What do you have to eat?
I have to eat stuff without meat and dairy.
So gluten and dairy free. And what happens if you get any kind of wheat at all?
My stomach will hurt really bad, and it will really get really big.
Her stomach gets really big. They call it wheat belly for a reason, because she has extreme gas and bloating when she has it. And that they have a thing called wheat belly. She has it. She always looks like she has a bowling ball in her stomach, and it hurts really bad. She gets really bad gas and things when she has it. She hasn't had any issues like that yet, but you never know. So do you have any good things about Mom losing weight?
Let's see.
We've had all morning to think about this.
I know.
Do we need to come back to you? You did. Can't see you. There you go.
You're a lot more like fun, or
Funner?
I guess. I don't know. You're a lot more like sometimes you come. I don't know. Okay, you're a lot more like you kind of play with us more, kind of.
Involved in what you're doing, maybe?
Yeah.
More?
Because you since we started the channel, and you lost a lot more weight, we've been you've shown lots more of our lives and stuff, and how you've changed at your face.
Oh, the way I look has changed a lot in the videos?
Oh,
Yeah.
Because I watch your old videos, and your face is
well, it's not as bad as before.
Yeah, because I never showed my face on video until I'd lost 100 pounds.
But you have shown pictures.
Yeah, we've shown pictures. And I never really gained that much through here. I mean, I had some, but compared to some people, I didn't really have that bad of a gain through there. So I've been pretty lucky in that way that I didn't look as big as I actually was, which I guess was nice, but also maybe not as nice, because maybe it made it so that I didn't have to face the facts as fast as I probably should have. Do you remember how depressed I was right before I started losing weight?
Yeah, you were crying a lot.
Yeah.
I remember this one time you keep telling people about it, you would just you almost died because you could hardly even breathe.
Oh, after I had Jasper.
Yeah, you could
I thought I was gonna die. I actually couldn't breathe at all. They had to go to the hospital. Yeah, that was really scary.
That was the time before you went on keto.
That was about a year before I went on keto. But that was my first wake-up call for sure. That was when I started getting scared about my weight and started really worrying about it. But then I kept trying to lose weight and I couldn't. And I was literally by the time he was 1, he hated me. And I don't know if it was because I was depressed or what, but he hated me. He's never been really super cuddly. He's not still.
No, he
Has to be on his terms.
when he was little, you always wanted to cuddle him, and he would never, and then now you don't want him, and he's
Well, now it just depends on the day. Some days he likes cuddling, and other days not so much. And the last couple of weeks he's kind of been ornery about that kind of stuff. He feels like he's grown up. He's almost 4. Why is everybody treating him like a baby? He acts way grown up. It's scary. But yeah, so he was about 1 when I decided I would finally do something about my weight. I don't know how much of my depression, my really deep stress and depression, was coming out to these guys. To them, they probably remember Christmas being fun and joyous and, gosh, nice. I think that was that the year you guys got the dune buggy, or was that the year after that probably? I think you were.
It was a year after.
3 when we got the dune buggy. So yeah, it was a few years after that.
Car.
What did you guys get 3 years ago?
Um,
I wish I could
the pink
remember.
car?
No, I think that was 6 years ago.
Really?
Yeah. I think you were only 3.
I know I got a watch, I'm pretty sure.
A watch.
Big watch.
Anyway, they probably just remember getting gifts and having fun with they don't remember me being so sad and depressed, I'm sure. Right? It's very unlikely. So.
Well, now on Christmas, you're just like, woo! Like when Jess was just like, look, I got a car!
Yeah.
And like a long time ago, you're just like, okay, cool.
Well, I think in some ways I'm less excited though. I feel like my emotions don't get as happy as also they don't get as sad. It's almost like I'm on some sort of like mood enhancing drug or just like a Prozac pill where it chills you out kind of. I feel like I can't be as fun as I was. But you guys are saying I'm more fun? Is that just because we do more things and because the channel, because you guys really wanted it and I said no forever? And why do you think I was saying no?
Because you didn't want.
Because you didn't want to be. I think you didn't want people to see how fat you were.
I didn't want people to see how fat I was. I didn't want people to see how falling apart my life was, how depressed I was. And it would be so much work. And I didn't think that YouTube was anything but slime videos. I didn't know anything about YouTube at all. In fact, the only reason I turned to YouTube was because I was trying to teach people about keto and it was hard to do it by typing. And I kept thinking, if I could just have a video posted somewhere, I could just send people to the video and then I wouldn't have to type all this stuff. I didn't even know YouTube was a thing. I just thought it was a place to host videos. If you go to my Tamra Hyde channel, which yes, I do have one, you'll see it's just a bunch of random little kid videos that I saved there because I thought it was private. I didn't realize that people would see it. That's how much I didn't understand
You
YouTube.
got 20 subscribers though.
I have 54 subscribers on there. I'm like, why? I don't know why. It's so funny to me. I hardly ever post there anymore.
We have 4.
But I do occasionally post some random things there just
Technically 3.
that I want to keep, that I don't want to keep on here, or that aren't really a story video like a ketochaos thing. I mean, a hide and seek thing. So anyway, yeah. Starting the channel has definitely changed the dynamic of our house because we think about our lives, I think about our lives as what is the story? What is the story of our day? Sometimes I can't find one and the vlog is just, I still post it, but it's just, but we try to find the story in our lives every day. What's the challenge? What's the conflict? How are we going to achieve that? What could get in our way? Did we succeed in the end? How hard was it? There's a lot to think of when you're making a YouTube channel, and I did not have the energy. And I think that was really it, that my brain could not conceive of doing one more thing that would take away my time, that just seemed like it would eat up everything I had in me because I didn't have anything. Who's at the door? Ruby, we're doing a live chat. Go downstairs with Ronnie, okay? Honey, there's not room with you in the picture. Maybe we'll have you in a live chat another time. I was hoping she wouldn't notice. Sorry.
No, but you told her this morning.
Yeah, she was asleep. I think she was trying to help him to get horn in on it. There's no way she could fit here. We can barely fit as it is. Why is not wider?
Yeah,
If I was any bigger, we wouldn't fit at all. Eloise, scoot next to me. We're like the same size. Look at that. It's kind of creepy.
No,
We're all the same size. There's a time where, if I had been sitting here, I couldn't fit you guys in the video.
Yeah.
I would have been, out to here, taking up the whole space.
No. Now you're right. Now you're, right here.
Sometimes they wear my clothes.
Yeah.
I fit in her clothes.
I mean, granted, they're big, but, they stay up.
I took one of her pants and...
Yeah, she actually took a pair of my pants and has never given them back.
Well, you're the one who put them in my
But you like them. You like them, right?
You can literally take them because you do the laundry in this house.
I do the laundry. Don't remind me. It's an overwhelming task. Okay, so.
What about the bad things?
Exactly. What about the bad things? Are there any bad things that you can think of about Mom losing 200 pounds?
I have to think about this.
No, I don't.
You really can't think of anything bad. You don't think that I'm like meaner?
No.
I feel
Kinda.
like I am kind of harsher, like on you guys, like on the girls.
See, like, every time, like, you're a lot meaner to the boys, though.
I am?
It's just because they're older.
No, but like, you were meaner to us, like, when you had weight.
I was meaner to you guys when I was
But
fat.
then
When I had weight. Don't you love how politically correct
Weight.
she's trying to be? You can say the F word, it's okay. Not that one. I never used to swear though, did I?
No.
Now I swear a lot.
Like, you're mad at the boys and us, like, 'cause, like, when you were,
Fat. You can say it. It's okay.
No.
When I was bigger.
You were a lot meaner to us than the boys.
Really? But you were little.
But now, like, because, like, we did more, like, mean stuff, and now the boys do.
I don't know about that. Maybe. I feel like I am less lovey-dovey. I'm not as cuddly as I was. I don't get emotional and like cry and like hug you and be all, oh, you're my babies, as much as I used to.
Yeah.
I'm a little bit more like, hey, suck it up.
Mine.
Okay. Great.
Oh, and you also get annoyed when we do this.
Oh, gosh. Did you just do that on the video?
Yeah. And you can't cut it out.
Yes, I do hate when they squeeze my loose skin. They love the texture of it. It probably reminds them of when they were nursing and the boobies were soft.
Yeah.
I don't know, but they all want to squeeze all of my squeezables parts.
Especially Jasper.
Yeah, Jasper will just come up and grab my top fat roll on my belly and just squeeze it, and it drives me nuts. Yeah. Every once in a while. And that's okay because he's little, but you guys aren't little, so stop squeezing it.
Squeeze,
Ah!
squeeze.
And that's the only squeezy part, so that's the thing. I'm also a lot more bony, and I wonder if that makes me less comfortable,
I remember,
less cozy.
I remember one day you were just like, is that a muscle?
Maybe one of the bad things is that
Because like
you're
you
not
could never
more-
see them.
you're more you're more cold than before.
Cold.
Yes.
And
Because you
I
were
think
so...
you talked about it before, like how in church you were sitting on the metal chairs and your butt hurts.
That's true. And you know what? I remember there was all these things that I was going to share in my last video, the one I did with the bras, but I was so distracted by trying to get the bra part in that I left out a bunch of stuff. And that is actually one of them, that I can't sit on the metal chairs without my butt hurting because my sits bones have no like padding to sit on the chairs.
Because you used to have it.
I filmed a whole section about that and then left it out of the video. Also left out the bicycle riding, which they actually got me to do the other day. And it is in the vlog on Hide and Seek. I'm in the thumbnail. You can see, I think it was yesterday or the day before. You can see me on the bike and it says speeding ticket. I did not get a speeding ticket. My kid did, but I'm riding the bike in that. And it reminded me, oh yeah, I like riding bikes. I bought this bike last time I lost the weight and they had never seen me ride it.
Never.
I forget that they were so little, because in my mind it just seems like so not long ago, but in the kids' years,
We were like...
changes
like
a lot.
Small.
Yeah, you were like 1 when I got that bike.
Or 3.
Yeah, so
And, like,
it's
I
hard
don't-
for them to remember.
I don't remember. Like, I don't really remember my childhood like that much.
Like when you were 1.
I
This still is your
remember-
childhood. I hate to break it
I
to you.
don't
You're not. You're
understand-
still a
No, but
child.
like when I was when like my childhood.
You mean when you were a baby?
Yes, that.
I don't understand, but
I don't remember that either.
I remember one of my 3rd birthdays, like a little bit. I was like inside the house. It was like the Alice party.
Yeah, well, that's because you had an incredible 3rd
And-
birthday.
And then Grammy was like, "Why are you inside? Why aren't you outside having fun?" I'm like, "I don't know." And then I can't remember the rest.
So that's most what she remembers about her being 3 is her 3rd birthday when she had an Alice in Wonderland party.
That's all.
All I remember is when I was 6.
Yeah. So moving here, you were about 3, so you don't really even remember ever living anywhere else, right?
Well, no, I remember living at Grammys.
You remember living at Grammys, but you were 1.
I remember living at Grammys.
Yeah, you were older. You were 3.
Like,
Oh, I remember nothing then.
I remember
yeah.
some things because people keep telling me about them.
Yeah, and that's different. Like when you hear stories being told, sometimes they become part of your memory,
See,
at least
like,
what you think it is.
I have my first steps there. I remember sometimes I would go out of her room because I would go out and I would go upstairs and I would knock on Grammy's room and say, "Can I play with you?"
Yeah, and the reason she remembers that story is because Grammy tells it constantly. She's in that age, when you get older and you think you have never said that story and you say it like 5 times in an hour.
Yeah.
I love it. Ooh, look at that. There's the lights are like
know,
flickering on your... These lights are not awesome, by the way, Chef Dave, if you are watching this. These are blue. They're not awesome. I'm going to have to get a different set because I don't like these. I put them up, but I don't like them. They're weird. And they shake. Why are they shaking in the video? They don't shake in real life. That's creepy. It gives me a headache.
They do, kind of.
All right, well, I will say a couple of things that I think are good and that I think are bad about losing 200 pounds with regards to the kids. And then I will let you guys go if you want to go. And then I will answer anybody's questions. Well, if you have questions for them, definitely ask them. And I'm going to go check and see if you have any questions. If you guys don't have any questions for them, I'll let them go and we can talk keto or whatever you want to do for the next 20 minutes or so. Yeah. So the hardest part for me about being almost 400 pounds was feeling like I was, number 1, useless, and number 2, non-existent. I didn't feel like I was involved in the kids' lives. I drove them to their dance classes and I did motherly things and I raised them and I taught them and I yelled at them and I screamed at them and probably did that more than anything apparently. But I didn't really feel like I was necessary. I felt very depressed. I felt very removed. I often dreamed of getting in the car and I would imagine getting in the car and driving away and never coming back. I felt like my life was worthless. I felt like no one needed me. And even though I had so many kids, I didn't feel like any of them cared if I lived or died. I had a really bad depression. I would say borderline suicidal, but the only reason I wasn't suicidal was them. Because I couldn't do that to another human being. I wanted to escape from my life.
Sometimes
but
now,
I couldn't do that to them.
Now, you're just like sometimes when you get too mad and no one's listening to you, you're just like, how about I just get into a car and drive away and never come back?
I don't do that as much now as I did then. You probably just don't remember me saying that. But that was actually my biggest threat, and I said it often, and I'd walk out and slam the door I was leaving and scare the crap out of you. You don't remember that?
I remember that.
Really.
I think maybe you're remembering the past, because I don't remember doing that recently. Well, I don't get like that as much recently. I still do have depression, and I still do have times where I get kind of that way. But now I'm able to kind of stand outside myself and tell myself, hey, it's the depression talking. This isn't real. Whereas before I felt like it was very real. Now I don't feel like it's as real. I never could do anything with them. I could barely walk up the stairs. So I spent half my life in my bed. In fact, it started when I was pregnant with her. So she probably doesn't ever remember me not being in my bed, because literally I almost birthed her in my bed. I actually had her in my backyard hot tub at over 300 pounds. Shocking, I know, but I don't know how I did that, but I did it. And then I came right into my bed and I didn't move. So I'd been in my bed for 6 months. And then I was in my bed forever after that. I remember being pregnant with her and still laying in my bed with her, and we would just sit and watch TV all day. I remember cuddling with her all day long, just being pregnant with her in my bed and never getting out of bed. So for years, I spent most of my time, I'd say probably 75% of my time, in this bed. Which, by the way, my mattress is awesome. I've had this mattress for 4 years, and it's still new. Whereas we went through mattress after mattress after mattress with my old mattresses of me laying in bed like that. It would scoot out to the side so that I would feel like I was going to roll out and the middle would be up. This is what mattress is this?
I don't know.
Tuft & Needle from Amazon, and they sell it at Walmart. It's awesome. Literally still new 4 years later. And Dave and I were very big when we bought it.
I remember.
We were both almost 400 pounds when we bought this. We were
I
both
remember
370 something.
I remember when Dad was setting it up.
When Dad was setting the bed up?
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
we were almost 400 pounds when we bought this bed.
I
Also
remember
remember
him
New
saying,
Year's Eve right before you started keto.
Oh, New Year's Eve was the day before I started keto.
And you even asked me to get you ice cream.
Yeah, I had my very last ice cream and brownie. That was my choice for my very final carb meal. And since that day, I have not eaten any sugar. Not intentionally, maybe by accident, but nothing like that's like a dessert, like brownie or cake or pie or any, literally 0 since that night. Now I've eaten keto stuff. There's lots of it, but I haven't eaten anything that
and they've done
that.
they make more keto stuff now.
They do. That's true. When I first started, even they didn't make as much keto stuff, and they have a lot more options now.
And you didn't even know you were doing keto.
No, I didn't. I didn't know what I was going to do that night. I just knew that I was giving up everything that I could think of that would maybe make me fat, and I was praying so hard that it would work. And I was acting really happy, but inside I was dying. And the next day, I just kind of jumped in and ended up finding keto a week later, and like that was everything, and it worked, and gosh, it worked so fast. I think it improved my mood and my behavior in 2 weeks, and I feel like I'm able to deal with the stresses of life much better. I used to freak out 4 or 5 times a day over random minor things. I would flip out. Now it's more like 4 or 5 times a month. And those usually are in the week before I start my cycle, which is where we are this week, which is maybe why they are remembering that I'm kind of ornery sometimes. Because I do still get that way. But even Dave will be like, yeah, I can tell it's time for a period. Whereas before it was just a daily occurrence. Like it happened every day, multiple times a day. The kids just knew so well that if I was on a tirade, they would hide. They would all go up in their rooms and get away from me.
Sometimes when you don't like have salt and you get like super cranky and like
So if I'm super cranky, what do you guys say to me?
I don't know.
You should eat some salt.
Have you taken your Soleil water today, Mom? Right?
Or sometimes when you don't eat.
Yeah, that's true. I get kind of hangry still, and it's usually because of sodium loss. And eating will also fill that need, as well as just taking some sodium. So I definitely still am not perfect, or none of us are. And that's one thing I tell the kids a lot, you know, nobody expects us to be perfect, and we can't be perfect. We're just doing the best we can every single day. And I'm trying to be the best mom I can every single day. I do feel like I'm not as cuddly as I was, or I'm not as exuberant and fun as I felt like I was. But I'm able to do more things, which makes it seem like I'm more fun. I'm taking dance classes with them, which they probably just think, you know, is normal. But me, it's such a monumental thing, like, for me to take ballet class with them. It's weird. I'm not in your class anymore, though.
Well,
I'm in my own class now. And I was in her class at the beginning of the year, but then it didn't work out that we had to take that class. I don't know if we're going to go back to taking that class or not, now that Nutcracker's almost... Well, when Nutcracker's over, we would be able to, but I don't know if we're going to. But yeah.
Again, though, there. Well, I do.
Okay, well, we'll discuss that later. Okay, so I'm going to see if there's any questions for the girls, and if there are, we will answer them, and if there are not, we will let them go. All right. Oh, look. Anna Garcia says, your daughters are beautiful. Thank you. Oh, and there's my moderators. Karen and Teresa are here. Awesome. Oh, Amanda from Our Life the Keto Way says, hello, ladies. Congrats on your 2K subs on Hide and Seek. Thank you. We're so excited. It's awesome. Nona Grace is here. Awesome. April Wooten is here. What else did I miss up here? Sharon Merrill, Cooper's Cats. Oh, let's see. Fat 2 Keto says, I haven't been on a bike in 20 years. You should try it. It's actually fun. And just like they always say, you never forget how to ride a bike. Yeah. Nona Grace says, wow, Tammy, you sound like my mom was. We too would distance ourselves. When she lost the weight, she was so much happier, and so were we. That's really interesting. I really think that a lot of depression, anxiety, and other types of mental disorder things can really be connected to food sensitivities. I don't think it's just in my family that is the case. My son Oliver has severe depression, like way worse than mine, and it's dangerous, right? He used to beat you up. Yeah.
Sometimes
He used to hurt her so
He
bad.
slammed Phineas's head in the door.
He did slam Phineas's head in the door.
Sometimes he would threaten us.
Threatened you a lot and pulled a knife on Xander one time when Xander was 19.
Called the cops.
We had called cops. This was all like before we figured out that he was allergic to wheat, and we did that by accident, totally accident. I didn't know anything about keto, but when we accidentally took him off wheat because I told him he could lose weight that way, he wanted to try and lose weight. He was in ballet and he was feeling chubby and he wanted to try and lose some weight. I said, I think I heard somewhere, but really what I wanted to do was see if his behavior was triggered by it, and I was right. So, and he knows. He also has physical symptoms that disappeared when he went off wheat, but he didn't tell me for a really long time. Stomach issues. He used to always have stomach aches. Stomach migraines, we called them. Real migraines. He used to have them all the time. We even took him to a neurologist at one point. He has all kinds of physical issues that disappeared when he went off wheat that he didn't tell me about. But now that he's 17, and he will admit that physical things do happen to him when he has it. We just never connected them to wheat. So I think a lot of the things that people are medicated for could be really improved by trying removing all of, that kind of trigger foods out of your diet. And keto removes most of them, especially if you're doing like a whole foods keto with less of the bars and shakes and things like that, which I did at the very beginning. I don't necessarily stick to now. And sometimes I wonder, is my crankiness because I've been eating more of that kind of thing? And that is possible. That is possible that maybe there's things in there that are still triggering me that I should not eat, maybe. I don't know. It's hard, though, to go without the things that you love, right, Virginia? Virginia has to go without wheat and dairy, but she doesn't want to give up sugar, so she can't go straight keto. She wants to, but she doesn't want to.
I don't want to give up sugar either.
You don't want to give up sugar either? Yeah.
Plus, yeah, I forgot what I was going to say.
Yeah, you do that.
Yeah, she does that a lot.
She's only 9. She acts older than she is, but she talks like a 2-year-old a lot.
I don't.
Yes, you do. She does a baby voice. And I told her, don't use your baby voice in this video, and she still has multiple times. She can't help it. She just reverts to it when it's like her safety mechanism.
It's like when she gets nervous or something.
Yeah, when she gets nervous, she reverts to baby voice. It's okay. It's no big deal. We all have our things. It's okay. And we all 3 have braces. I never thought that would happen at 9 and 11, but ended up happening. I thought I was safe to get mine and not have anybody else in them, but then they ended up having to get them.
I only have top.
Yep, she has top. She has both. I have both. All right. Are there any questions for the girls? Nope. Okay. Fat Taquito says, I forget a lot what I'm going to say too. I do sometimes. I'm getting better about it because of YouTube. I have to think on my feet a lot. People do say I talk a lot and I talk too much and I talk too fast, even here on YouTube. But I hate dead air. Dead air just makes me cringe. I just inside, I'm just like, hurry up and say something, Eloise. Come on. Drives me nuts. Oh, okay. Here's a question from Slightly Vegan. Do your classmates watch your videos?
Yes.
Yes.
So they don't really have classmates. So I guess you have to talk about like, okay, so I homeschool them. I don't know if you guys knew that, but if you watch Hide and Seek, you would know we homeschool. They do have classmates because we do once a week school. And most of them do watch and do like to be in the videos. So they're often, hi, in the videos. They really love being featured in the videos.
And my friends from dance watch my videos and
Yeah. We have a lot of dance friends that watch. they love getting into the videos, but there's a lot that don't like being in the videos, and the studio doesn't like us to film the classes, so it gets really tricky. I try to make sure that I film only the kids who know they're going to watch the videos and like to be in the videos, and that I have permission from their moms. And that makes it tricky because there's a lot of kids in their classes. So this year in hide and seek, we've had a less dancing in the videos. But coming up, we will be having a lot more performing because this week we're going, actually I think it's tomorrow or the next day that their Dickens Festival dances will be being shown, and those ones are fine for me to show. And also we're
Saturday.
This Monday.
And
next
Saturday.
What Saturday?
The Saturday.
What about this Saturday?
Nutcracker.
Well, yeah, but Nutcracker, you can't film the dancing.
Yeah.
You can't film it at all. Like,
you can film the costumes.
You can film the costumes. Thank the Lord.
If you
Thank the Lord. They made that caveat, because it used to be you couldn't even post pictures of your costumes. Like when my older kids were in it, you couldn't even post those on social media at all. You weren't allowed to share anything about the ballet. Now we at least can show the backstage stuff, so that's nice. But on Monday, they are actually performing, and I will be recording, and it will be a long video. It's a whole recital, and yes, I will be clogging in that recital. Eek. Last year I fell. If you missed that video, you should go check it out. It's on both channels. There's a video of me falling on my hip and shoulder in the clogging dance. I literally just went down, and then I got back up and clogged. And that's one thing. That's one thing that's changed so much. Okay, guys? I have fallen more times in the last year than ever in my life as an obese woman. And why is that, do you think?
I don't know.
Lack of fear of falling. I am willing to try things that I would never dare to try when I was 300 pounds. If I were to fall when I was 300 pounds, even on the ice, no, it would have hurt bad, because it's so much weight just coming down and crushing. Even though I have more padding, I could get way more hurt, and I couldn't get back up.
Yeah.
Whereas now, freak, I fall all the time. Wham! In dance class, and everybody looks at me, oh, I'm fine. Hop right back up. No big deal. Don't get hurt. Don't even get a bruise. That is amazing to me. You would think that maybe it was the other way around.
Yeah.
But it's really not. That heavy weight coming down. I mean, like if I was to land on my knee at 300, 400 pounds, like I could crush and break my knee. Whereas now if I hit my knee, it's like, maybe a little bruise. So I'm braver. I'm more brave. Though I have to admit, I have a little bit of anxiety about falling this year and clogging, because I fell last year, and I don't want that to happen in, class or on stage, because it's horrifying, right? Oh my gosh. Okay, let's see if there's any more questions. Oh, that's a good question. I'm afraid to ask it. Angela 88 Snuggles asks, do the girls like being homeschooled?
Yes.
I'm afraid. So you say yes. What do you say?
Kind of.
Kind of?
Like, sometimes I want to be homeschooled, and then sometimes I don't.
Why wouldn't you want to be homeschooled?
I don't know.
What do you think would be different if you went to school? You don't know?
Nope.
Do you think you would have more friends?
Yeah, probably, because,
she makes friends really easily.
She makes friends easily?
Like, I walk up to someone, like a competition, I just walk up to someone and say, hey.
So are you saying you don't make friends easily?
No, I do.
Just differently?
Yeah.
So you just don't walk up to every random person that you see and they're like, hey, I'm Virginia, you want to be friends?
No, but this one time, there was these two boys chasing me, and they're, little, and then, this was, when I met Ruby, and,
Met Ruby who?
Yeah.
Oh, Ruby from Idaho. So let's not say things like, we have a Ruby. That's confusing. There's a girl in Idaho that dances clogging that they see every competition and hang out with, and they really like her. Okay.
And so, so this was, when I met her, and we were, and they started chasing her, too, and so we, we were ready, and then we, went in the hotel because they couldn't go in there, and so, we were safe there because she was staying there, and so, I went up to meet her family, and they were like all so nice, and then we like started playing.
And now you guys are like so good friends. You've been so good friends.
And she doesn't.
You've talked to them for years.
Sometimes she doesn't realize me, and so I have to like walk up to her. And
You have to remind her.
And
They know now because I've gotten involved, and now I'm friends with their mom, and she has way older brothers too, and so like.
And she's just like, and like when she sees me, she's just like, hey.
And sometimes when she sees me and I say hi, she's like,
Who are you?
and walks off. And I'm like, and then I'm like, oh yeah, I'm Eloise's sister. And she's like, oh.
Yeah, there's definitely different personalities, and especially when you have a lot of kids, it's fun to see that.
Yeah.
Our younger Ruby is even more crazy than her when it comes to meeting people.
No.
She thinks everyone on the planet is madly, deeply, happily in love with her. And she can't imagine any world where she's not 100% loved in every way.
No, because like she's just like every week she has a new crush.
Yeah.
Week.
She loves boys, that's
She's
for sure.
just like, this
She's
guy
gonna give me a
likes
run for my money.
And this guy likes me, and
she's
I
6.
like him.
And then she tells him she had this really big crush on one of the boys in her class, and she flat out told him he was dying. He was so embarrassed, he turned red. He's super shy, and he was like, this girl is so crazy.
No, but she told she's like,
and now she's not liking him anymore. Poor kid.
Now she likes this guy named, what's his name? Jack.
Jack? Oh, from Commonwealth. Yeah. Jack spelled Jock, which is very confusing. Jacques Cousteau, but pronounced Jack. Yeah. Anyway. Do you like being homeschooled?
Yes.
Why?
Because being in public school is probably really stressful with all the homework.
Oh, yeah.
At home, if you need a break, you can take a break. And mom's understanding.
Yeah, but then you
Oh, I try to be understanding.
Yeah.
And we learn on our own levels. We don't have to learn what other kids are learning. We learn where we are at.
And we have like these
when people ask me what grade I'm in, I'm like, hold on.
You don't even know what grade you are. I don't even know. I have to think about it really hard.
6th,
You're in 6th grade this year, yeah.
I'm in 4th.
And she's 4th grade. We don't really go by grades. We just go by where they are.
Last year when I was in 3rd, I was in 1st. But now
Oh, 1st grade curriculum.
Yeah, but I was in 3rd, and now I'm just in 4th.
Yeah, now she's kind of getting caught up. I can't even speak. Why am I homeschooling? You guys should ask me, do I like homeschooling?
Yeah, do you like homeschool?
The answer is going to be no.
Do you like homeschooling, Mama? Come on. Honest opinion.
Okay. I love my children, and I believe homeschooling is what they need because I believe that God called me to homeschool. But there have been many times, and there are many times, that I think I was not the best choice for a teacher. And I think that I'm not doing a good job.
Sometimes you just like, do you want to go to public school?
Sometimes I do threaten sending them to public school because I just get frustrated,
Phineas
especially with
wants
the
to
older
go.
boys. Phineas does want to go to school.
So does Oliver.
Oliver cannot. I will not allow Oliver to go. Well, I can't now anyways. This is the second half of his senior year. He's done. And there's many reasons, but I cannot go into them all. But that he cannot be in a public school setting. We tried it in 7th grade when we were going through all the depression, and it was just not good. And we decided after that we were never going to allow him to. Phineas probably will end up going to public high. Even though that kills me, I think he can handle it. But I just don't relish the idea
He
of
just wants
that.
to have more friends.
I don't think that's it.
He wants to like,
Like when we were in the car with you, he said he wishes he could have a bigger social life.
A bigger social life, that's hard for him. Which is funny because he's totally an introvert. He is. Or at least I think he is. Maybe he's not. Maybe he just acts like one because he's nothing better to do. So I am probably going to let him go to high school. I decide with each kid.
what about me?
We will broach that when you get that age. I will not let them go to junior high. I will not allow that. Junior high is just nothing but bad. So once they get old enough, if 9th grade, if they want to go to a charter school, or 10th grade, if they want to go to local public, which is why Phineas won't be going this next year because he wants to go to the local public. Then I will discuss it with them and pray about it, and we decide per kid. My oldest two went to high school, and my first one, it was probably not the best decision. I kind of regret it. And the second one, I ended up pulling him out halfway through 10th grade. Ronnie did really well. My 18-year-old, she's still in school. She's the only one to go to college. She just loves it.
Did you ever
Phineas will probably go. I did not go to college. I don't love school. And maybe that's part of the reason why I homeschool.
I don't like school, but I want to go to public school.
Yeah, but I think your idea of public school is lots of playtime, lots of friends. And I don't think you realize that keeping up with other people on educational things is really super complicated. And also, I don't think you realize that you have some learning disabilities you'd be facing that would cause you major problems if you were in a public school setting, whereas at home, you can just address them as we go.
Yeah, but when I do them, it went,
I have no idea what she said. I think she has a dream version of what public school is like.
No, I don't.
You don't actually know because you've never been there.
I used to.
I know because my friends told
best
me.
place, but now I'm like, it's really
No, I know because my friends tell me a lot.
Yeah, but there's other things you have to deal with too, like bullying and things like that. What if someone picks on you every day?
I don't care.
So the consensus is yes, no. But didn't have a choice. I love you. Slightly Vegan says, do you guys have any ideas for your own channels, as in for like the future?
For like what kind?
So like if you want to have your own channel, do you have ideas of what your niche would be?
like when I get married and have kids, I'm just gonna have a family channel, I think.
So you want to do your own family vlog when you get older.
I want a channel right now.
Okay, what would your channel be about?
Just me.
Just you, but what would it be about? Like, what would you talk about?
I don't know.
Like, you would have to niche down. So you'd have to come up with, like, are you going to do kids beauty or what dance or
I think like a makeup channel.
makeup? You could do kids health and beauty. Talk about different ways to take care of your skin and like.
But I don't know that stuff.
You'd have to learn it.
I think it would just be a dance channel.
Dance, but you can't show a lot of your dance because your teachers won't let you.
Well, like.
You could talk about how hard your horrible homeschool life is.
No, like I could do dance at home.
The rule is they are allowed to have their own channel they learn to edit it themselves.
To teach me.
Yeah, but you don't ask me to. You don't ask me to.
Can you teach me?
Yeah.
Tomorrow. Oh wait, not tomorrow.
How about Christmas break?
What's that?
After Nutcracker. After Christmas.
How about?
Well, we don't have any classes for stars.
So they have been learning about filming techniques, creativity, speaking up for the camera, though they aren't doing super awesome about that right now.
Should I go grab the new camera? It's right over there.
Where is it? Sure, if you want to get it, show them. We can show them. We have a new vlogging camera, so right now they're learning how to run that. And you're going to laugh because, like, I'm going to put this footage in that's almost completely white because it was set wrong, and we let Ruby have the camera, and she doesn't know anything about it.
The camera, the card's not in it.
So this is the camera that we just bought. This is a Sony A7II. It is a mirrorless, full crop, not crop sensor. What's that called? Wide sensor? Oh my heck. Full frame camera. So I can actually use this for my job as photography as well as vlogging. It is pretty dang awesome. You can see it's pretty slim with this cheapo lens on it. It'll probably be like, when we get a decent lens, it'll be pretty big, but it's pretty decent for, I got it on Black Friday deal. I won't say how much I spent because it was a lot, but this is we can use the microphone in it if we want to. I think the microphone port's over here.
I know how much you spent.
You don't tell them how much I spent because I don't need them to know how much I spent.
Why not?
Because, I get a lot of it reimbursed through their homeschool. So, like, because we do the homeschool, their channel is actually their homeschool class for the year. which is why we learn about the camera techniques and stuff, and eventually editing. I've taught her more about editing than her because she's
I know
more.
how to cut.
She knows how to cut. She knows keyframes. Keyframes. That's cutting and keyframes. That's all you need. You can do a whole channel with that. That's
No,
honest
No,
truth.
but like
I
I forgot. Like I remember you
I don't
just
know if I
press
can stick this thing
cut
in.
button. You drag
Anyway,
and drop
it
it.
sticks just right here on the side, like that little muff. This is a Rode Micro. You can actually use this on your cell phone. So if you're looking for one to use on your cell phone, this one works. The only reason we don't use it on my cell phone is because my cell phone camera has my cell phone has good mics on front and back. And I talk at the girls a lot. So if this is if it's facing out this way, only the people in front get picked up and I don't. And so I sound really far away and tinny because it turns off the mic on the back. I'm not sure if it turns off the mic on this one. It doesn't seem to, so it's been working out pretty good. But we also try and turn it usually up this way, maybe, if we can. There is this stupid thing right here, though, that blocks it. Like, I want to see if there's a way to remove the strap cap thing. If so, then we could easily put it right there, and it would be up, and it would catch all of the sound if it would be up. But you can see it's loose. It doesn't stand. So, anyway, she's excited about it. We're all excited about it. What can I say? And we're all learning all the different
I take pictures on it.
things on top, and they love
It's
taking
on.
pictures, being a photographer like me.
Turn that on.
So, yeah. If you guys were in public school, we wouldn't have time to do that kind of fun stuff. You'd spend every night getting your homework done super fast, me yelling at you, and then trying to get to dance. Or we wouldn't be able to dance because we get all our school stuff done in the mornings, so we don't have to go and do it all night. We can go and spend all our time with our friends hanging out at the dance studio. It has been an hour. See, and I don't even have to talk about keto. You guys are awesome. Okay, let's see.
So any more questions?
Karen says homeschool is so much work, and I only had 2 to homeschool. That's an understatement. And because I have so many, they're very independent. So their math program, they don't need me most of the time. Reading, they just kind of do on their own. We do have some group reading that we do, but we only do it like once or twice a week usually. Or never. In the case of Christmas time, we just can't. It's too much. But they're still supposed to be doing their own, and they still have their own. They have these charts. We've showed them in hide and seek. They literally this week just finished their second chart of the year, which means they have beaten the boys' record. The boys have never completed more than 1 chart in a year.
But Mom,
It's not because they don't do the work. It's because they don't mark it off.
Mom,
Girls apparently are way better at marking charts.
You said that if
That's just because you get
maybe,
rewards.
if I finished all 3 of my charts, I could get a baby kitten.
She's actually going to finish 4 charts.
4?
You've already finished 3. I mean 2.
No.
Why am I gonna?
Why?
So there's 2 more.
No,
I really did. Yeah, there
there's
were.
1.
No, there's 2.
I don't
Why?
have 2 more. I only have 1.
I know, but because you guys are already finished in January to February is going to be 1, and then February, March,
but you said
there might
3.
even be 3 more. I didn't think you guys would finish them.
You said 3 charts.
Yeah, because I thought you'd only do 3.
You said only 3, so I might get a cat if I finish 3.
She thinks she's getting a cat.
I am.
Okay, we're not talking about that. Stop yawning. You're making Cooper's cats yawn.
He's making me yawn.
Oh no, stop it.
Sorry.
Slightly Vegan says, I liked your Christmas miracle story from last year. Which one was that? I have so many. Was that the one where I talked about my own personal Christmas where we didn't have a Christmas tree one year, and we went to bed. My mom had a flocked tree. It was just a tiny little white one. And we went to bed and we woke up in the morning and there was no presents under the tree. And there were footprints, Santa Claus footprints that walked downstairs. And when we went downstairs, there was the hugest live tree with all of the presents underneath it. And for years and years, we wondered who had done it. And I always thought it was like a neighbor, trying to be like nice to us because I thought we couldn't afford it. Who did it turn out to be? What? You don't remember this story?
No.
Who do you think it turned out to be? Take a guess.
Santa.
Grandma. Of course it was Grandma. Not Grandpa. Grandma went out on Christmas Eve when the trees were free. got a free live tree, came, set it up herself, decorated the whole thing, put everything underneath, put the boots out, sprayed the Santa foam around it or whatever, the flocking, because she had flocking. She loved flocked trees. And she did that all the way down the stairs. And for years, we never gave her credit. And she finally was like, why do you guys never think it's me? We always think it's a neighbor or something. She was so offended that we never thought it would be her. I thought we were too poor. That's why. I don't know if that's the one that you meant. Oh, no. Okay, so she meant the other one, which is one I would have thought. The homeless story.
Oh, that one.
Okay, one thing about being a homeschool family is that we just don't really care about appearances as much as everyone else, right, guys? We don't always brush our hair super well. We don't always get dressed in the cutest clothes because we have no one to impress but ourselves. And we went to Walmart because we were in our super big hurry and we weren't planning to go, and we ended up taking Ruby to Walmart in 2 moon boots that one was like 4 sizes bigger than the other, and she was wearing shorts and no coat, and her hair wasn't brushed, and these guys looked raggedy, and some lady saw us and thought we must have been homeless. And she gave us $40 in the parking lot and then took off before I could even say, like, we don't really need that. So that $40 sat in my pocket, and we used it over and over and over. I went to use it over and over, but then I just said, no, I'll just use my credit card. And it just kept that $40 in my pocket all Christmas season. And we ended up serving like 4 or 5 different families with that $40 before I finally gave it with the last one, which was the dinosaur toy for the boy on the Christmas tree, on the Walmart Christmas tree. I finally spent that actual $40 at the end of the season. We haven't had anything like that happen to us this year, but we have actually done that again. Not in such a miraculous way, but we loved it so much. We actually have helped 2 different families. The kids only know about one, but we've helped 2 different families online this year. One of whom needed a Christmas tree. We bought them a Christmas tree, decorations, and lights.
I remember that one.
And that's the family. Then we bought also all of the 4 boys a gift, and their 1-year-old niece and a 15-year-old brother who was living with them, and had it sent to them. The funny thing about them is that the dad was trying to milk me for everything, and he even tried to afterwards he tried to get me to get him some steel-toe boots so that he could get a job. I didn't do that. I was like, sorry, man. That's a little pricey. That's out of my price range. I was kind of like, yeah, I don't know about that one. But you know what? God gives us blessings for serving, even if people don't always really need it. And I bet they really did need it, or they wouldn't have asked for the tree. So then the second one the girls don't know about was a mom that was looking for a coat for her little boy who was Jasper's age. And it just broke my heart. And she lives about 6 hours from me, so I couldn't like give her a coat like that I could buy. But I messaged her and I asked her if I could buy her son a coat. And she was so grateful, and I had her sent me the link of the coat he wanted, and then I threw in a couple of toys for her little kids to have for Christmas because I knew she was probably struggling to get something. So we have been able to carry that miracle forward this year, and it's been a huge blessing to us. It's been a huge blessing to be able to do that, and it's actually, I decided that's my new thing I'm going to manifest. So for the last 4, 5, 6, 7 years, I've been manifesting losing the weight. And when I say manifest, what I mean is every single day I say out loud that I'm going to lose weight, okay? And I also say that we have enough money to pay our tithes to our church and pay for our bills. So I've decided now that the new thing I want to manifest is that I will have funds to serve others with. That when I find someone with a need, that I will be able to help fill that need. So, guys, manifesting really works. I mean, I just in the shower, I just say it out loud, or I say it in my head over and over. It gets to the point where I don't even realize I'm doing it. I've done it so many times for so many years that it just happens when I get in the shower. I don't even think about it anymore. Now I'm trying to do it at night before I go to bed so that I sleep about it and think on it. And I'm starting soon, I'm going to start hopefully writing it down in a journal that I put by my bed. And then, because I watched Sunny Lenarduzzi, who just made $1 million off of her business here on YouTube. She manifested it, and that's how she did it. I know, isn't she amazing? Sunny Lenarduzzi. Like, if you guys haven't watched Sunny Lenarduzzi, you should be watching that woman. Even if you don't care about YouTube, she's just phenomenal. She's so interesting to listen to, and she's just brilliant. And she gave me that idea. So I'm trying to do that. So if you guys are not manifesting weight loss in your lives, and that's what your goal is, you need to be manifesting it. You just need to tell yourself you don't need it. I know my body felt like it needed that weight and it didn't want to let it go. And so I would tell myself, basically what I would do is I would picture myself unzipping the fat suit and climbing out looking like this. I'm out now. I would picture it like a zipper going down my body. And I would say out loud or quietly, if I didn't want like people to hear me, I would say, the fat is falling off of me. I don't need it. I don't need it. And I just repeated it over and over again. The fat is falling off of me. I don't need it. I don't need it. And I would picture myself unzipping and climbing out. And now I notice I still do it. I still do it without even realizing I'm doing it. And then I added on, what did I say? I have money to pay my tithing and everything else I need. So I would say those two things. The fat is falling off of me. I don't need it. I don't need it. I have money to pay my tithing and everything else I need. And I got to the point where I was able to pay my tithing and pay all of my bills. Now, granted, we do still have some times we are tight because we really suck at budgeting, and that is high on my list of things to learn how to do. Not that great at it. I fully admit I'm not that great at it. But somehow we always make it work. Somehow we always have what we need.
She
The
loves
kids
shopping.
I do like shopping, but I don't really shop for myself that much.
Anymore?
Ever. Like,
This.
I did buy that, but we got reimbursed for half of that. Almost half of
You
that
bought
through the
yourself?
school. Through the
No, you
school.
didn't.
Yeah, I did.
You did buy that?
I did buy this for myself. Look what I found, you guys.
Can I swallow it again?
Look how big that is. It's a rice bag, and it smells like lemon. My favorite smell. My favorite everything.
Smells
And
like
it's
your
so
lotion.
nice.
Smells like
It's
your
so
favorite
big.
lotion.
This is to keep me warm, right? Can go over my shoulders. It's not quite long enough to stay very well from the front. The back it stays, but I think because it goes up on your neck that it feels weird to do that. I don't know. But I bought this off of Facebook Marketplace yesterday. I love it. I keep trying to buy myself Christmas presents and then I end up just using them. Sorry, Dave. He's here, by the way. What did he say back there? I didn't even see what he said. Yeah, he said something. I will find some others.
Other what?
I don't know.
Like, what were you talking about?
I don't know what we were talking about. Sorry, Dave. Oh, the lights. The lights. The stupid flickering blue lights. I just want them to go away now. They're annoying. Look at, they just, they're giving me a headache.
Virginia.
All right, let's see if there's any more questions because we really need to go. Ooh, what just happened? What did I
You
do?
put a filter on.
You can put a filter on? We're blue. Look, we're all blue now.
Ooh. Okay.
Okay. How do we get it back?
All right, then.
Normal.
Okay.
Ah, there we go. Why did it do that? Why did it do that? Karen said, other lights. I said, yeah, my other ones died. Karen, you missed it. They is it going away? I can't figure it out. I can't get it to go away. Okay. Yeah, the lights actually blew. They popped and all turned black. I think in my last weigh-in video I talked about it. And so Dave bought me these for my birthday and they're just so blue. They're blue. And they do this weird glowy shaky thing in the video. They don't do that in the world
When you're looking at one and then you can see it out of
It's
the
weird.
other
I don't
vision.
know. Yeah, it was scary. It kind of freaked me out. It was so weird. Okay. Walter Rosima, I think, says, greetings from the Netherlands. I've lost 24 kilograms with keto. You are a big inspiration for me. Ah, welcome. Thank you. That is so amazing. I have no idea. Oh, Grat, thank you for deleting crap that my kids will read. I appreciate it, guys.
What?
Get a hedgehog. Do hedgehogs catch mice?
That's why I want a cat.
That's why I want a cat. They came back. The mice came back the very next fall when the cat went away. But we can't have a cat in the house. We also can't have a hedgehog in the house. We can't have rats in the house. We can't have any pet in the house because all my kids are freaking allergic to everything.
Except for dogs.
Dogs are the only ones
We're so
because the
allergic.
kids that are allergic only have hand issues if they touch. They don't have breathing issues. We cannot get a puppy.
I want a puppy.
We already
No,
have
you
a
don't
puppy.
even play with the dogs we have.
I know because they're too big.
We should get a small dog.
We're not getting a small dog.
I love his bulldog.
That's never happening. Oh my gosh.
It's happening.
Let's double check if there's any more questions. We really got to go.
It's been an hour and 14 minutes already.
Teach you too? What am I teaching you? About vlogging?
Homeschool. Oh, about editing.
Editing?
Oh.
She wants to start a channel, but she doesn't. Yeah,
Who? Me?
Karen.
Ready?
Editing.
Do you
Well,
have my hair?
basically, editing is like important to learn. Like I said, cuts are very important. If you can't cut a video, you're in trouble. That's easy to learn. You can do that on any software, even on your phone. Adding transitions is usually pretty easy. You just end up either using the ones that came with your program or downloading some more for your program, and you just drag them and drop them onto the cut. You don't have to put a transition. Really, you only need a transition when you're moving from one thing to another that's completely different, so that you're telling that. And keyframes aren't necessary, but they're cool. Keyframes is how you make like the logo move, how you zoom in or out on a scene or from side to side, or making your sounds go up and down. So if you have music playing and you want it to be loud and then soft, you need to understand keyframes. So that's why I say Google cutting and keyframes and you'll be good. That's pretty much all you need. That's all I use. Thumbnails, that's the hardest part.
Yeah.
Because you have to make a good thumbnail or they won't click it. And sometimes my thumbnails are pretty sad. Because it's really hard to think of something good.
And then they never click it. And so we never get views and then we never get money.
That's not why we do YouTube.
That's why it's some of the reason why we do YouTube.
People don't watch us anymore.
They won't watch us because they think we want to get money. Who wouldn't want to get money, get paid for the work they do?
Well, we
We're not.
wait,
Like
no.
You're not working. I'm working. I'm up till 1 a.m. every night.
Yeah.
I'm talking like a baby again.
Guys, I'm up till 1 a.m. every night.
Mama,
Keep that in mind.
I'm talking like a baby again.
Yes, see, you're doing that again. Stop it.
I can't.
Why?
Because she is a baby.
All right. Well, we really got to go. We've been talking way too long.
No, we haven't. You usually do it for 2 hours.
Get a beta fish that looks good on camera. We could do that. I can't really do a video on editing because that's something I will teach you. You can't put videos on your channel that don't have to do with your niche.
What?
You'll lose subscribers because they will be confused. So in order for me to do a video on editing, I'd have to start a new channel on how to do it. So I can talk about it here on the live chat just because who knows who gets to this point, right? You guys always find my dirty secrets or something fun at the end of these videos if you make it this far, right? Most people don't make it this far. And so then I know, like, I could put them on my personal channel. That's not a bad idea, Karen. That's not a bad idea. Oh, see, I don't really know how. See, I'd have to learn how to video what I'm doing. Also, you guys would have to be using the same program as me because I use Premiere Pro, which is an Adobe Creative Cloud software that you pay monthly. It's like a subscription, kind of like the Microsoft subscription. There are a lot of ones you can do on your phone. I mean, I don't know how I would teach it without you like sitting next to me. I'm not good at that. But I will tell you, there's like 1 billion people out there that do that. That's how I learned a lot of stuff. So basically, you got to decide what program you're going to use. If you're going to do it on your phone, Google. I use what was the one on my phone? Crud, now I forgot the one on my phone. CyberLink Power Director. I use that one, but there's lots of different ones, and that's a pay one. I think it's like $4. There's lots of them that you can do that on your phone, and then you just Google how do I such and such. How do I cut a scene? How do I add a transition? How do I change the sound or use
You can even
keyframes?
search it up on YouTube.
Right, on YouTube. That's what I'm saying. There's lots of people that already do that on their channels. And that's how I've learned everything, basically. So, bye, Cooper's Cats. I forgot your name. Tell me your name again. I remember it. What is it? Oh. Dang, I'm working on hers.
Mom, I thought you
She's
said
probably already gone. Darn it.
Stop.
Oh, Pauline. Oh, Pauline. I'm going to get it. I'm going to get it.
I
It's
thought you said that you would
Help
let
me
us
remember.
talk.
It's from Ballet Shoes, right? Isn't Ballet Shoes Pauline? One of the little girls in Ballet Shoes that we're reading. Pauline.
Oh.
And I have a brother named Paul. I I will try. I'm going to keep asking you until I get it.
Didn't you?
And
Didn't you say?
Hey, Angela, if you want to message me on Facebook Messenger or whatever, I'm Tamra Hyde on Facebook. If you want to message me, I can give you videos to look at on how to start a channel. And honestly, there's lots of tips I can give on that, on getting subscribers and getting watch time. And I mean, gosh, I could do some sort of video like on that, maybe like that I could just talk about how to start a channel and like that's
Didn't you say that you would let us talk? And you said you would talk less.
Do you have something to say about starting a YouTube channel?
No.
Do you know anything about it?
Don't give up.
Sure.
Don't give up.
It's a good one. Even when it feels like nobody's watching.
Because literally only she was watching. Because she was our first subscriber.
I was our first subscriber on Hide and Seek.
Well,
I was the second.
No, you weren't. You don't even have a YouTube
I was
channel
the second.
thing. What? No, you were not. Were you? No.
I was
Maybe
the
I was
third.
fourth.
You have a thing?
Yeah.
She's not 13. And this is the problem with YouTube.
You big.
I totally know. I'm just kidding. Anyway. Yeah, don't give up is a good one. Be prepared. You're not going to make money probably ever. Stop
You make like $1.
For the entire first 6 months of being monetized, actually the entire 8 months, okay, until October, we only hit $1 like 3 or 4 times that entire time in a day.
But the
One
broken arm one was good.
The broken arm one, all of a sudden, her broken arm one this last month took off because there was this other video that took off and ours wasn't suggested. And all of a sudden we started making $3 a day. $2 to $3 a day.
That's a lot of money a day.
So much money a day.
Yeah, but other YouTube
Like 100 is so.
Okay, but that's because AdSense can't be the only way you make money on YouTube. Especially because YouTube can yank you any second and you lose all of your revenue. So if you're going to start a YouTube channel and you want to teach something like keto, don't do like me and give it all away for free. That was a mistake.
Will you do pictures?
I should have probably created a document that I sold for a very small amount of money, because even if I sold it for $1, the amount of times I've given it away for free, I could have made me a couple $1,000. But, you know, live and learn. And I just didn't want to charge money because I wanted people to have it. It was a thing. When I first started this, I didn't think about it as a money-making thing. Now that it's taken up so much of my time, I definitely need to make money. It is a part-time job, and I need to make the kind of money that you make on a part-time job. I've only done that once. That was last month on YouTube. I finally made enough money that I could say it was a part-time job. I made $1,000 off the AdSense last month.
So,
That was because I had 2 videos hit 50K views. That was my 200 pounds lost video and my loose skin video. The only way you can make money on YouTube is if YouTube algorithm picks up they put it out there, people click it, they watch a long amount of time of it, and YouTube goes, "Stop it, YouTube. You're talking behind my back."
What? We're looking at each other.
It's creepy. And yeah, that's yours. That's worse. YouTube says, "Oh, look, this video has a clickable thumbnail and title. People are clicking this. A lot of people are clicking this. Oh, and guess what? They're watching 9 whole minutes of the video. This must be a really good video." So they start popping it up more. And then you make money.
click it.
That's actually how I got all of my subscribers here. It's how you found me.
And then
YouTube did that on my 1 year on keto video. It hit 30,000 views that first month, and I got so many more subscribers, and I got monetized, and it took off from there.
And this channel helped.
This channel helped hide and seek. That is a good point. Because we had already done it with the one channel, starting the next one, there were people that were interested in what I do in my regular life. And so we had a lot of subscribers that came from here. In fact, I'd say most of our subscribers are from you. And that's why it ticks me off that YouTube thinks we're a kids channel and that all we're is made for kids and that we should just market that we're made for kids. No, we are not old ladies. We are young, beautiful ladies. Jesus, now it's just a bunch of old ladies actually watching our channel.
Older.
Actually, the people that watch our channel the most is the 18 to 24 age range. We actually have the young people watching. But who knows how many of those are actually kids watching through their parents' channels. But it's not very likely. I don't know. Okay, we're going on about nothing. So yeah, message me and I don't want to sell. Yeah, I could still sell it, but I've given it for free so much. I just feel like it would be weird to all of a sudden start selling. I have started mentioning that if you want to donate to the channel, you can donate to my PayPal, and I have had several people donate in gratitude for the chart, and I really appreciated that. But I just don't want it to be a monetary thing because even if it's only $1, what if it stops somebody from getting it? What if there's people that can't afford $1? And it stops them? Then that's heartbreaking. I want everyone to be able to do this because it's changed our lives, right, guys? Yeah, I don't even think they realize how much.
Because when we started the YouTube channel, now we're doing way more fun stuff to keep people watching.
Right. See, now we're doing way more fun stuff in our family because we have to make the YouTube channel.
Talking about you losing weight.
I think they're bored. Are you guys bored?
I'm not bored. I'm never gonna do this.
Are we gonna when are we going shopping?
We don't talk about this in front of millions of people.
We are going shopping. That's all she can think about.
Look at this.
That's true. We're supposed to be already leaving, and I haven't even eaten anything, so we really probably ought to go.
I haven't eaten anything either.
If you're still here and you haven't thumbs up the video, please take a second and thumbs up the video.
It's already 22.
There's 22 likes, and there have been more than 22 people watching. There are not currently 22 people watching, but if you have a chance to click that link, click the like button, you just minimize the chat, like it, and you can pull it back open.
It's just going.
Should we close the vlog?
I know it.
You know it?
Yeah, thanks so much for hanging out with us, and I'll talk to you again soon.
Okay, so let's do it together. Ready? 1, 2, 3. Thanks for hanging out with us. We'll talk to you again soon.